Welcome back. This is Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba and Greg Bach, coming to you live tonight from various parts of Wisconsin on the Civic Media Network. We are talking about a lot of the things in life that make us happy tonight. A little anti-tech talk in hour one. We're going to switch our attentions now, and I loved our responses for the question tonight. Maybe we can ask our guest, our next guest, what she would do if she could ask God a question. But let's bring her on and not waste any more time. I love having this next person on Nite Lite. She is the executive director of Milwaukee Film, and she joins us here periodically to keep us posted on all things movie related happening in Brewtown. Susan Kerns. Hi, Susan.
Hi, thanks for having me.
It's great to see you. I don't want to put you on the spot. You can think about this if you want, but if our question of the night is, if you could ask God a question, what would it be?
Yeah, I don't even know where to begin with that question, actually.
Maybe what's your favorite movie? I don't know. We can come back to you on that. That's okay. But it's great to have you here. So let's start right away with the big news coming out of Milwaukee Film yesterday. You used this theater before, and in the Oriental, you guys have great programs there. But tell us about the Downer Theater.
Yeah, so we just bought the Downer Theater. We closed on it last Friday.
Wow.
We have been operating it through a rental agreement for about the past 2 years. And we had an option to purchase that expired this month. And so we basically made the moves that we needed to do so that we were able to purchase it. So
congratulations.
Am I correct that, like, I think probably about a couple of years ago, it just one night it closed. It just, they said they were done and everyone sort of lost their minds? Because for me, I used to live on the east side. I love the Downer Theater. I've seen so many beautiful movies there, and there's such a feel about it that, you feel like you're in a big city because you're in a tiny movie theater seeing a very small film. And I love that Milwaukee has that option. But if I'm not mistaken, it had closed one night, and then you all came in and decided to essentially do what you said. You took it over and you were renting it. But I guess like it's been 2 years now since that happened.
So that happened, I believe, in 2023. So
Okay.
it was closed for roughly a year. And I have those dates wrong, but for roughly a year until Milwaukee Film was able to take it over in 2024. And you're absolutely right. It was, the Landmark had been operating in it, and it's just, they decided not to continue operating it. So, yeah.
Why don't we talk about this? Is Women's History Month, so you guys are always so active in whatever. I know you had a lot of events for Black History Month. What's on tap this month?
Yeah, so for Women's History Month, I mean, one of the great things about this month in particular is that we have a lot of programming by women directors already. So a couple of the big things like Wuthering Heights, which it has definitely been what I would say polarizing film. A lot of chatter out there about whether people like it or not, but I would expect nothing less from the director of Saltburn.
Right.
And then we've got The Bride coming out, and that starts this Friday. What I think is cool about both of those, having those on our screens in March, is they're both directed by women, and they're both kind of different interpretations of classics. And so I think it's a really fun thing that we can offer to audiences, so we can celebrate women's voices, but doing it in a way that is also, just interesting to think about. What do these classic stories still have to tell us or to talk to us? And how can we use those? We've also got a super cool Michelle Yeoh series coming up with
That looks cool.
Everywhere All at Once, and Heroic Trio 1 and 2, which are just, if you haven't seen those, a lot of fun. Some people are calling them sort of proto K-pop Demon Hunter.
Wow.
and then Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which everybody loves too. So if people aren't familiar with those of her films, they're amazing.
It's so great because I have not seen Wuthering Heights yet, or The Bride. I think The Bride opens this weekend, actually. So I'm not, but I did like the Frankenstein. That was kind of a different interpretation. The new one with Jacob Elordi as the sexier Frankenstein. But I'm very anxious. Yeah, I loved Promising Young Woman. So I'm just a fan of all of her movies. So I'm excited to see that. When you guys, I know the announcement about the Milwaukee Film Festival isn't coming out till next week, but will you use other venues besides the Oriental and the Downer for the film festival?
For this year, we're going to stick with the Oriental and the Downer. It just allows us to really capture the energy of the festival and kind of contain it in that one part of town. It worked so great last year that we're sticking with that this year.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's
all right. Well,
awesome.
we've got, when we're going to break for the news in just a moment here, and we're going to come back and talk about some of the really cool stuff that Milwaukee Film is doing for the Oscars on Oscar night, and they're playing shorts and all kinds of stuff. And they're going to celebrate Milwaukee Day only in a way only Milwaukee Film really, I think, can do, and they have the perfect movie for it. So we'll tell you about that. Susan, have you had any more time to think about your God question?
Oh my goodness, no! I've already
okay.
forgotten.
You think about it. Think about it during the news. We've got some we could get to some other people.
Okay.
While you're doing that, I will simply. My mom is texting in right now asking about something. It is your phone, Mom. It's your phone that's maybe having on the hiccup. She's having some tech problems right now. I'm going to tell her, Mom, it's your phone, so you're good to go. Just reload the app. Reload the app. My mom's adorable, everybody.
That is great. I cannot wait to meet Mrs. Bach.
Okay, don't ever say it like that again.
No, I'm like going to ask her to slow dance or anything, Greg. I'm just a fan of you, so I think I'll like your mom too. That's all. I didn't.
She's lovely. I'll bring her on the show one day, begrudgingly. She'll be very upset about it.
We'll do that. Sydney Politics on the stream says, "Could you heat a burrito so hot that even you couldn't eat it?" That's his question for God. Okay. I mean, Sydney always thinks outside the box. He says, "Happy New Year, everyone." That's an inside joke. Then he says hi to Dave on the stream, and Dave says, "Great song, Dom." And he says, "Sup, Sid." And then he says, "Sid, we need to meet up." They have a bromance. It's a very beautiful thing here at Nite Lite. All our listeners love each other. We are coming back after the news with more about Milwaukee Film and how they're celebrating the Oscars. It's going to be a blast. Susan Kerns is here, folks. Pete Schwaba and Greg Bach on Nite Lite on the Civic Media Network.